Hello, welcome to the Premier League news channel. Before you start talking about the weekend in the Premier League, be sure to subscribe and leave your like. Hello, welcome to the Premier League news channel. Before you start talking about the weekend in the Premier League, be sure to subscribe and leave your like. The leader of the Premier League, Arsenal, and the reigning champion, Manchester City, will be desperate to get back to winning ways this weekend, while Jurgen Klopp looks for answers to Liverpool's terrible form. Chelsea faces a tough trip to West Ham, with Graham Potter forced to juggle after an influx of expensive new players, while Manchester United faces Leeds for the second time in 5 days. The AFP Sport analyses some of the key talking points ahead of the action. Can Arsenal keep their cool? Arsenal travelled to Goodison Park last week as a big favourite to extend their lead at the top of the Premier League, but left after suffering only their second league defeat of the season. Mikel Arteta's men, pursuing the Gunners' first league title in 19 years, struggled to silence the doubters early on in this campaign, even after starting with a sprint. But in recent weeks they have shown their mettle, drawing against Newcastle before beating Tottenham and Manchester United. Arsenal faces Brentford at the Emirates on Saturday, before hosting Manchester City next week. The Gunners' recent record against the current champions is lamentable. They've lost the last 10 league games against them, with an aggregate score of 26-3. Arteta said after the Everton defeat that his players were not feeling the pressure and were helped by City's defeat to Tottenham the following day. But he knows he must keep Guardiola's experienced winners at bay. Derby test for stumbling Liverpool. Liverpool needs to find its mojo quickly, after 3 heavy defeats in 4 Premier League games that have left them struggling in mid-table, but Jurgen Klopp will be wary of a revitalised Everton. The Blues travel to Anfield on Monday with a fast pace after last week's surprising win against Arsenal in Sean Dyche's first match in charge. Liverpool's home record against the relegation-threatened Everton is impressive. Before their Anfield defeat in 2021, they hadn't lost to their neighbours at home in over 2 decades. But if Everton can repeat the energy and intensity they showed against Arsenal, they will take advantage of a Liverpool side with little confidence after a terrible run. A team that Klopp once hailed as mindset monsters, which agonizingly came close to winning an unprecedented quadruple last season, has lost its way quickly. The German described the 3-0 defeat to Wolves last week as the pinnacle of our problems. He hopes that will give him a turning point to see the way forward. Can João Felix put Chelsea on the goal trail? Graham Potter's new-look Chelsea kicks off the weekend's Premier League action at the London Stadium on Saturday, with João Felix likely returning to the team after serving a 3-game suspension. The on-loan striker from Atletico Madrid was sent off in his first game for the Stamford Bridge club, against Fulham last month. He returns to find a very different dressing room from the one he experienced in the Fulham match, which Chelsea lost 2-1. The club spectacularly splashed the cash last month, bringing in 8 new faces in total, including the £47 million, $64 million, signing of Timo Werner from RB Leipzig. But they face a West Ham side that won 2-0 at Leicester last time out. If Felix can provide the spark, Chelsea will be hoping to put the goal-scoring woes of recent weeks behind them.